Ladies and gentlemen, on the right, England, represented by PENTY. And on the left, Singapore, represented by ENG-SIN. Singapore result, lock all, play.
Well, Toby could have ride a mini wave of momentum, having beaten Brian Yang, the Canadian, world number 31, just days ago. That was a standout result in just a couple of straight games. It was a terrific showing from Toby. He just caught a light at the right time. Need to do so again today here.
Well, I was going to say, if he's going to have any chance, you'd think he needs to get off to a lightning start, and that's what he's trying to do. A little help from the net, but all's fair in love and badminton. Good lead.
They practiced a little, these two, and Kean says, you know, he's a tricky competitor because his defence is pretty tidy, Toby PENTY, so, you know, that could prove interesting, and an interesting start here. England wheel spinning from the start line.
That's a superb little hairpin from PENTY, and he's already egging the crowd on. He's really enjoying himself early on here, which is great to see.
Yeah, some players kind of relish these conditions. Toby's that kind of guy, isn't he? He just feels well supported. He's in good company, and certainly bringing out his best at the moment.
Just did not expect that at all, did he, Lowe? He was on his way back, thinking that PENTY was going to lift it, and he did exactly the opposite.
And given what he's just witnessed in the loss in mixed doubles for the English, this is some response from the British #1 men's singles player.
And just to put it into perspective, Lowe's the world champion, ranked 9 in the world. He's missed another one. PENTY ranked 54. Has been up a little higher than that.
5 low. So it's over. 1-5.
That's an important reaction from Kean, who's just been a little frustrated so far. A couple of roars of delight from him. He needs to get his teeth in about now.
Almost like he was trying to wake himself up after that lackluster start, from his point of view.
And if you look at it from Lowe's point of view as well, he's world champion. He downed Toby 12-12, 4 days ago, and all the expectation is on him. Having lost to ENG-SIN, he'll be wanting to sort of set the record straight, and it's not an easy dynamic to be dealing with. Toby is free and fearless, nothing to lose.
Second-guessed him. Second-guessed the world champ there.
So it's over. 6-3.
Yeah, he just happened to have the racket in the right place at the right time and just really got hold of that. Flat hard drive off the forehand right to the back line.
So it's over. 4-6.
As well as the world title, Lowe's won several big events, including the Time Masters a few years ago and the Hilo Open last year. It's ironic this, because yesterday in that defeat to ENG-SIN, Lowe made a terrific start and then Sen came back at him. Now it's almost like the bite a bit. Got it back to 6-all, having trailed 5-1.
Again, he read the play, did Toby PENTY, but just couldn't quite make a central contact on the string bed. That was a shame.
7-6.
He's doing very well out here. He's the world number 9. But he could have done with landing that.
Just wide this time from PENTY.
8-6.
Former under-19 national champion PENTY, and he has won 5 minor titles, including the Scottish Open that all mentioned.
And given this year as well that he's only made really a couple of quarterfinals over the last 12-18 months, the Scottish Open 2021 and the quarterfinals of the Denmark Masters as well. So, you know, he's not had a lot to sort of shout about, Toby PENTY, but he's raised the bar at home here, and that's good to see. He's really enjoyed the home support and he's feeding off it nicely.
And I think he really advertised his credentials at the Olympics. You know, last 16 Tokyo was a good effort. He's not had the best of luck at the net so far, has he, though, Kean? Credit PENTY, but that's another one that just trickled over via the net cord. Oh, yes.
He wants more. Come on, crowd, help me out here. I'm against the world champion.
9-8.
If you can't do it at home, when can you do it?
Forced the error again.
I'll tell you what, I think that point was massive psychologically for the English. That was a really long, grueling rally, arguably the longest of the match so far, and with PENTY coming out on top, statement point for him.
No delay. No delay. No delay.
Well, the ironic thing with the way PENTY is kind of trying to get the crowd involved with him. When he first started suffering with alopecia, he said he was too nervous to go and perform in front of anyone, and now he's just relishing being centre stage, which is great to see.
Yeah, it's really good to see him back, you know, on the show courts and enjoying his badminton again after that sort of difficult phase in his life.
That's nicely placed.
Service over, 9-10.
Well, Penty has a 2-point lead then. When he came into it, he's still geeing the crowd up. He is really loving being here, trying to keep England's hopes alive in this Commonwealth Games mixed team bronze medal match. And the crowd are feeding off his energy as well.
Shuttle landed or no? Has the shuttle landed or no?
20 seconds. 20 seconds. 11-9.
Well, having lost out 21-12, as we said 4 days ago, here's Toby Penty looking good. Slender lead, but he's in front nonetheless. Just a little bit of a fumble at the net, wasn't it? A little hesitancy, and Lowe's back in. But he knows that, you know, the world champion, is so good that he wants to stay on top of him in terms of scoreboard pressure as much as he can.
And I think also what's really encouraging for Penty is that he's making the world champion work really hard. This is absolutely no bargain. Considering that it was 21-12, 21-12 on Saturday, putting up a much, much better effort here, the Englishman. That said, no, Kean looks a little subdued to me, Paul, so far this morning, or afternoon, isn't it?
Good lead from Kean, and he's roaring again. Yeah, I think it's been already a lot of badminton has been played, hasn't it, over the last sort of 4 or 5 days or so. And you know, these guys, they're human. It's hard to come out at your very best every day, even for a world champion.
But he can't say Penty's not going for shots. I think he reckons that his best bet is to come out firing. That's exactly what he's done. Top shot.
Service over, 13 all. 14-13.
There was an interesting soft landing there from Kean on that dive. Having not had to play the shot, he sort of like really came out of there. Didn't want his hands to be touching the floor. Didn't want any sort of blood wounds moving forward. But giving his all and just ensuring that this had missed before he attempted to play it. These guys get good at that soft landing. Leaving nothing to chance.
Put it in. Yeah. Play out.
Well, certainly more unforced errors from Lowe than we were expecting, and certainly more than Penty was expecting, I'd imagine.
So it's over. 15 all.
Just does enough here, Kean to tease out error, asking that extra shot. Deadlock. This is tight.
16-15.
Might be the first time he's been ahead in this opening game, you know. It's a measure of how well Penty has played. And the way he's still playing. He's definitely got a career as a conductor when he finishes badminton.
So it's over. 17-16.
That might prove a costly error from the Englishman.
18-16.
That was a little tentative though from the world champion.
So it's over. 17-18. Service over, 19-17.
Well, surely the longest rally of the match. And in the end, it was Penty who blinked first. 3 game points then for the world champion.
Point 17.
Yeah, he was defending his court so well there, wasn't he, Kean? He's just batting down the hatches and he's just making so many shots back, asking tough questions of Toby, challenging his physicality and his focus.
Service over, 18-20.
So 2 game points saved by Penty. It's got the crosses of St George flying again in the stands here. Can he save the third?
19-20.
Well, he's been absolutely superb at the net in this match so far, Penty. He's saved 3 game points now against a Singaporean.
20 all.
Can he possibly go on and win it?
Tell you what, he's been standing out mentally as well, hasn't he? He's really used the crowd to a great effect, and he's bringing out the best in himself.
That's wide. And now, Penty has a game point.
4 straight points for Toby Penty. That is fabulous.
21-20.
A wall of support behind him. Great lead from Kean, very experienced, just took his time. Nice sense of calm throughout.
21 all.
Having lost the last 4 points, that was really gallant.
You are just coming in, you're not a regular follower of badminton. They'll swim by 2 clear points, unless it gets to 29 all, and you play the golden point, first to 30 wins. Somewhere away from that, but I think most in this crowd just can't believe Penty is staying with the world champion. It's got too much angle on that though, and here's a 4th opportunity
22-21
to put the first game on the board for Singapore. was arrow straight down the line from Penty.
He is wallowing in this, isn't he, Toby Penty? Really enjoying himself, and that's what sport's all about. That's how you get to your very best. Can he deliver here? Just upping the pace there. There was a lot of chili in that smash from low.
23-22.
English net. Made like most things, probably in Birmingham.
23 all.
Well, he's not going to go down without a fight. Okay, a little lucky there, but you know, you make your own luck. The way he's played in this opening game, way beyond even his own expectations, surely. There's no question, Penty has been better at the net than Lowe so far, by a distance.
Absolutely, and they're loving what they're seeing right now. English fans so invested, giving so much energy to Toby Penty. It's great to see.
Well, he certainly has got Lowe rattled. Another chance to secure the opening game. And he's done it too. Would you believe it? 25-23. Penty takes the opener against the world champ, and suddenly there's hope again for England.
Yeah, he really enjoyed that, didn't he? Building on that Brian Yang win, downing a top 35 player, and then taking the opener here is really good effort from Toby Penty.
Unsuccessful game.
Toby Penty from England!
Game won by England, 25-23.
2 minutes interval. Applause for our Otto!
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Welcome your athletes back to the court. No can you and Toby Penty.
Second game. Love all. Play.
So can Penty keep up the momentum, keep up the energy levels? Because he's definitely got Lowe concerned, very concerned.
love.
Those hairpins are just phenomenal. Definitely flush around the hole when low wins a point. He's up against the crowd as well as a really energised Toby PENTY. Yeah, that was well in. He knew, as soon as he decided to leave it, he knew he'd made a big error there.
Yeah, and everybody is sort of like wondering what the sort of backlash might be from the Singaporean world champion. But at the moment, Toby PENTY doing absolutely great. And as you say, around the net, he's been standout.
It's about the first poor shot he's played from underneath the net.
Lovely little clip down there from Toby PENTY. Very subtly done. There's a lot of self-trust here.
Toby, actually no delay. No delay.
No delay?
Yeah. Play.
Hugely entertaining rally. I think the only kind of concern you have if you were an England fan with PENTY is that he plays in such a breathless fashion. You just kind of wonder whether he can keep it up stamina-wise.
Yeah, and he was claiming there, did the racket come over the net before the shuttle sort of thing?
I said no.
4-all.
Back-to-back points then for Kean. Coach is getting a little frustrated, just needing more from the Singaporean, apparently, according to that sort of body language. How's that for defence off the forehand? Straight block from Toby PENTY. 10 out of 10 as it obediently finds the line, the shuttle here. Let's take a look at this.
Toby. So it's over, 6-5.
He's playing above himself, isn't he? Really is. I don't think Singaporean team as a whole, and certainly not Loh Kean Yew, expected PENTY to put up this kind of a display.
Show it wide. No. Show it wide.
Because Loh Kean Yew kind of owned him last time, didn't he? 4 days ago, 12 and 12 coming through, and now it's just almost like a different player. He's so spirited, the fight from Toby PENTY. He's managed to, you know, use the crowd's energy on a regular basis, and he really is bringing his very best.
So it's over.
Consistently.
6-all.
But you do have to say, though, that Toby PENTY is kind of 9 to 10 out of 10 right now, and his opponent, should he slip into a different gear, then there might be a different story. And that, I think, is why the Singaporean coach is getting just a little, perhaps frustrated.
Well, and concerned, I would have thought, too. Having dropped the opening game, he's now close again for his player in the second. Well in. Poor piece of judgment from Loh.
So it's over, 7-all. So it's over, 8-7. So it's over, 8-all.
Well, that's one of the best shots he's played in this match so far, Loh. And he needs to produce his best at the moment. Otherwise, he could be on the wrong end of a shock scoreline here.
Yeah, there's been sort of rare moments of proactivity from Kean. He's just been a little bit too reactive. I think that's why there's coach frustration behind him, and he might be having a word when they come on at the mid-game interval. Perhaps a little too passive. But Toby's been driving the show so far, commendably.
Unfortunate for PENTY, but what a point that was. Brilliant from both men, actually.
Explosive athleticism, you'll see no better. This is just amazing. Watch this. Look at that recovery. Gets up quickly. Nice little drop there, and then just pouncing Cobra-like all over that kill. Uber fit.
Show it wide. Show it wide. Thank you. Thank you. Play.
Well, it's a 3-point lead for Kean at the mid-game interval, but he's having to work so hard for it. PENTY not out of his second game yet. World champion facing a much, much harder battle than I'm sure he expected.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Play.
Such a classy backhand, wasn't it? Just the placement. Didn't need the power, just needed to guide it down the line.
Yeah, and taking the net away from PENTY here with this fine smash to set it up. Look at that. Scoreboard pressure building nicely from the world champion now. He's starting to turn the screwing game too. It was after a bit of a tepid start by his lofty standards. Toby taking advantage, but now he's really getting hold of this match.
Well, that's a clever shot.
So it's over. 9-13.
I didn't see that coming. He's directing the traffic again. And get this crowd absolutely energized. which he's done a really good job of doing so far.
Service over, 14-9.
As I alluded to a little while ago, Paul, of the two players, just look at Penty and you just think he looks, or starting to look, a little weary, which wouldn't be at all surprising, the amount of running he's done.
It's a big frame to manage as well, isn't it? 6'3". You know, he's got to keep his core strong, day in, day out, long limbs. He's powerful, though. That's the upside to the big frame. And that one didn't quite wriggle across the net. But Kean has done a good job at keeping Penty away from the net.
And that's the point now where Penty's thinking, well, maybe it's about energy conservation for the third game. But that's the gut in what looks a lost cause in game two.
But there's a lovely real honesty about his commitment to the cause, Toby Penty, isn't he? He's so authentic, so into this, giving 110% every point commendably. It's a huge opportunity for the Englishman.
Service over, 18-10.
Well, Kean just wanted to get in touch with that reverse.
So it's over, 11-18.
Sterner tests that lie in wait in what looks to be a possible third game upcoming.
Well, he wants to challenge it. I honestly don't think he's going to get much joy here. Look to be comfortably wide, but we'll see what the technology has to say about it.
Challenge
I'll
unsuccessful.
have a breather type
One
challenge.
challenge remaining. Service over, 19-11. Play.
So having lost the opening game, really tight 25-23 encounter. Here are a whole load of game points for Lowe to level the match. And does so. So we are going to have a decider, 21-11. And all to play for here in this bronze medal mixed team match.
1 game all.
要发 界标记起来，我们呢将带啊，现在还有2公里。
Atmosphere building nicely then in anticipation of what becomes a one-game shootout here for this second match in the overall tie. Singapore, a match to the good, having won the mixed doubles.
Final game.
Many thought this one would have been their banker, given what we saw 4 days ago in Kean winning 21-12, 21-12 against PENTY, but PENTY really getting stuck in here. That's a fine start as well to game 3, and he's wanting more from the crowd.
Service over, 1 love.
And given what we all saw and he was up against in game 2, he knows he needs all the help he can get, Toby PENTY, right now. Because Kean is one of a few men who've shown over the last 18 months, 2 years, that he really can deliver under big pressure. He's been exquisite in the front court, Toby PENTY, in that opening game, but just lost his way there. Perhaps fatiguing a little. It's got that sort of compounding effect, hasn't it? Especially with the loss of that second game.
He's breathing really hard, isn't he, PENTY, now? And when you feel fatigued, the inclination is try and end the points quickly and you start taking risks. It's wide again.
Kean, spirited defence, finding the back line with those liftaways. Really well done to him. That was a weary-looking clear. A real test of each other's stamina right now. Drenched in sweat, both.
Just missed it.
Singapore challengers called in.
Yeah, Elijah's had the palms down, indicating that he's found it. I think he did. I'm looking right down that line, you know. Very close. But Low, instant challenge.
Clip the line. Clipping the line is more than enough. I have to confess I thought it was wide, but there is the evidence. Can't argue.
One challenge remaining. Service over.
So still capable of finding
2-4.
those clean winners, Penty, even though it does look to be tiring, rather more than low.
Play.
He's just lost a little sting out of his attacks, hasn't he, where he was piercing the defences of Kean in the first game. Suddenly now, Lowe looks a lot more resilient.
Service over. 3-5. Service over. 6-3.
Well, Penty will finish it on that point. He's been so good at that kind of shot as well so far. Unexpected miss from the Englishman, and Lowe just starting to pull away on the scoreboard now.
Yeah, two things have happened here, haven't they? Toby Penty's just sort of taken a wrong turn in the road. The net game has slightly gone off the boil because he's not had quite as much exposure up there. He's been pegged right back to the back line more often than not by some terrific lifts and clears from Kean, and also Lowe has raised the bar. He is much more together now and intact. Very few unforced errors from him.
I say the instinct is trying to get the points won quickly when you can feel the body starting to seize up on you, and much easier said than done.
That's a good lead. Now he needs to reignite here and kick-start back into action, Toby Penty, because the scoreboard is slipping away.
So it's over 10-4.
Super tight tumbler there from Toby Penty. Come on, help me out, give me some love.
And some oxygen as well. Would be nice, I think. So he does look tired, but he's battling on gamely here.
7-10.
Not prepared to throw the towel in at all. He looks weary, but he's still giving Lowe plenty to think about here. And enjoying a little bit of good fortune into the bargain.
He absolutely redlined on that, and the net just buckled. A very willful smash from Penty. He's giving everything he's got.
The throw of 9-4 in this decider. Now he's within a point. 5 of the last 6 points, and suddenly Kean is feeling a little uncomfortable. What a shot! What an angle! What a match! 10-all.
Terrific and timely cross smash, wasn't it? A quick slurp and a towel down, and they resume the action. But the towel's got to be well inside the kit box, can't be dangling over the edge.
There is at least a 16th of an inch over the edge, therefore. So he does have the lead at the mid-game interval, though, but it's a slender one. Plenty more drama to come after this mid-game interval. It's been a mixed team event in the Commonwealth Games. Go back to the late 70s. 10 events, 10 medals. But if Penty can't pull this match out of the thigh here, that record is under genuine threat. 11-10. Well, if he keeps pulling out shots like that, he won't be under threat.
These two really are punching each other silly, aren't they? It's just such a treat to watch, frankly. Really brilliant match. And not what we anticipated coming in, given the lopsided scoreline 4 days ago. Toby Penty has, risen in stature.
Your punch and counter punch is absolutely right. This is Arlie Frazier with rackets. Just missed it.
So it's over,
The theme of this match is that, certainly in the third game, that Kean has suddenly just raised the bar and gone on a roll for a few points in succession. Will he do so here? Each point that's won, the subsequent support camp adjacent to the court is getting right out of their seats quickly just to jump to support, particularly the Singaporeans.
Well, I think particularly the Singaporeans, although not there obviously, because think they expected this to be a relatively straightforward victory for Lowe, but it's been such a tough ask for him so far. Just a point in it in the deciding game.
Super tight net play from both.
Well, it was fabulous play from Penty, but even better defence from Kean. You just have to admire that. Wonderful technique, great resilience, superb athleticism, not to mention phenomenal fitness.
He dealt so well with that little bobble off the net cord as well, didn't he? So terrific point from both. And well earned by the Singaporean here. He showed so much resilience. Now, how will Toby respond? Just chest tugging up and down for air into the lungs desperately. Just to regroup for the next point. It's been such a physically grueling contest, this one.
Fortune favours the brave again.
How did he deal with that Singaporean surge, Toby Penty there? That was magnificent. Watch this dig. Lowe caught napping. Straining every sinew.
Thank you.
Yeah, the effort out there is palpable, isn't it? On both players. And the tension with two respective squad members. Did it?
Singapore challenges called in.
Well, it was called in. See what Hawkeye says.
Huge moment in the overall contest of this tie right here. Challenge and a great reaction from Kean. He's pleased with himself there.
Service over.
The contrasting reactions on the two benches, so to speak. Singaporeans up and cheering, the English turning away in disgust, and that was just to a Hawkeye call. 2-point lead then for Lowe. Not for long.
Service over. 14-15. Service over. 16-14.
Characterful response from Toby Penty there.
15-16.
something about team badminton that engages completely in situations like this. And he's pulled himself level. Who would possibly have thought that Penty would seriously challenge the world champion, but he's doing that. 16-all in the decider.
And the 29-year-old has garnered so much support. They love him here in Birmingham because he's just been so courageous throughout. Deadlock in this deciding game. He didn't just do that, did he?
That just has to be concentration.
17-16.
Can't be anything else. That is a wonderful touch again. Absolutely exquisite net play from Penty.
17-all.
No net called that time. Just brilliant judgment and brilliant execution. That is superb. He's going to challenge it. I think this is okay. I think this is good.
Very, very close. Penty with the immediate challenge. Look at the reaction from Kean. He's not entirely sure. It was just tantalizingly close. Thank heavens we have Hawkeye to check this out. Look at this. He's missed it.
Talk about fine margins. That was a cigarette paper between the shuttle and the line.
18-17.
World number 54, remember, Penty, up against the world champ. 3 points from an astonishing win. Missed that
So it's over. 18-all.
That's great reactions from Lowe. Came back at Penty.
19-18.
Such a direction and pace, he could do nothing with it, really.
Yeah, there was plenty of snap on that, wasn't there?
Well, flick a coin, because it's going to come down to one inspirational winner, one error. Who can cope with a tinderbox of pressure best? Look of absolute horror from Toby Penty. He knew he got that all wrong. And here's a match point for Kean. That was brave. It really was. He's going to continue to go for his shots regardless of the scoreline. And he's back on terms again.
That's a gorgeous little clip down here, wasn't it? Well measured. Didn't overcook it. Saves one of the match points, does Penty. And lives on in this tight third game.
Chloe Birch can hardly watch. hasn't missed many. Penty in that area, but he got the better of him there in that net exchange. And a second match point for the Singaporean. He will not give way. He will not. He's the virtuoso and the conductor. Well, I think it was a good move to go for the flicker. He gave himself the chance, just couldn't take it.
22-21.
For the third time, the world champion has a match point. And it's dropped in. It's dropped in, would you believe?
Perhaps it's written in the stars today for Toby Penty, because that, everybody had their heart in their mouth as this was dropping, particularly Kean. Wow. He'd love that one back again, and he certainly would have played it.
Well, if in doubt, you've got to play it. He was hoping more than actually believing that it was going to drop the wrong side of the line. 22 all. Every other point a match point, one way or the other, and so far they've all been the Singaporeans' way. Yeah, can't take any of them. He's got another chance now.
So it's over. 23-22.
Kean determined to take his time. Just keep the scoreboard pressure on Toby Penty.
Fourth opportunity. I tell you what, he's got that shot off to a fine art, hasn't he?
It was so courageous, wasn't it? That was the thing, you know, to play that then was just incredibly gutsy. Look at this. Four match points have come and gone for Kean, the world champion. Who'd have thought that?
And what must Lowe be thinking? All these opportunities. Hasn't had a match point yet, Penty, and not this time either. Just a reminder, if we do get to 29 all, we go to a golden point. So next point wins at that stage. But here, for a fifth time, there's a chance for Lowe to put Penty away. It's wide. He's got to challenge it. He has to challenge it. Called out.
Premature celebration from the Singaporeans. Let's have a look, though. Fifth match point. Has he found the line or not? Everybody looking on with bated breath.
It's wide, and it's a Singaporean victory, but boy, did Penty make Lowe work for it. He really did. What a magnificent exhibition that was from both players, but particularly from the number 54 in the world, who pushed the world champion all the way to 25-23. in the final game, and that's a nice touch dropping the shirts like that. They'll both remember this match for a long, long time. A lot of mutual respect there, and also huge appreciation from the crowd for both players, but particularly on home soil for the Englishman, a massive outsider who made the world champion really dig in to eventually come out with the win.
Yeah, Singaporean delight. They were sensational, weren't they? Toby PENTY, lion-hearted comeback. I mean, he just did so well there, having saved 4 match points, but couldn't deny Kean a 5th to cross the line. But yeah, an incredible, epic contest. Just what a treat for all badminton fans that really was. But Singapore going 2-love up in the overall tie as a consequence of that nervy encounter.
Confirmation of Lowe's victory, 23-25, 21-11, 25-23. What a match that was. Surely one of the best of the tournament so far. Just a reminder, by the way, that we'll have the gold medal match